All right, guys, happy Sunday. This is the Lord's Day. How y'all doing today? There's a lot of things I said at end of a day. Um, sorry. Oh, come on. I always forget something. Every time I'm getting myself set up here, I got distracted with talking to you guys in chat. Um, but yeah, I'm sure a lot of you have just, watched, I guess, a piece of history just happen. That was amazing. The World Cup final. I only call it like the tail end of it. Let me just get the music up here in a second, and then we'll go ahead and transfer over. I only call it like the last like 20, 30 minutes of it. Unfortunately, I forgot it was on, and I quickly got up and turned on the TV, and then was just figuring everything else out from there. And then, I'm trying to get the live stream together as the penalty kicks are going, and I'm like running back and forth. But yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. Probably, like Prateesh said in chat earlier, probably one of the best World Cup finals that I have seen in my lifetime. Where is this? There it is. Cool. All right. We are here. Hello. All right, guys. Make sure the camera, like, for some reason the camera always is a little bit off. Awesome. How y'all doing today? Let's go back up chat. Let's see. Josh V. Hype, let's go hit the likes. Thank you, my friend. How you doing, man? Ernest, how you doing, buddy? Prateesh, we talked a little bit of World Cup here. Vlad, GG Argentina. Yep, that was definitely a fantastic ending to a game. I think, Messi's definitely got to go down with one of the best in history, arguably one of the greatest of all time. Actually, probably, in my opinion, the greatest of all time. What a great way to end a career. Definitely really happy with the ending there. Jeff Jefferson, hey everyone, good seeing you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. But boy, no, we were having a discussion in chat earlier, see who's the greatest in crypto. Obviously, you guys had all some great suggestions. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the TA. I know it's weird, like we're back to back, and then, well, starting this week, we're gonna be getting back to normal schedule. So, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and like I said, maybe I'll try if there's a special occasion or something. Maybe I'll pop in chat, or not chat. Maybe I'll pop in and do a live stream on an extra day. But especially with the holidays coming up and all that, I am very busy. I'm getting all my Christmas stuff together. It's it's a little bit weird. This is the first Christmas like I've actually had like good time off, so I've had a lot of time to get stuff ready, as well as I'm also losing track of time, and I can't believe next Sunday is gonna be Christmas, or yeah, a week from today it's gonna be Christmas. So this is good. This is absolutely crazy. But how are you doing, guys? How you doing? So we were here yesterday. Talked about December 17th and all that. I'm keeping this line on the chart just to see how it behaves. Maybe we can go back in at some point in time and say, hey, we were here for this. I gotta have to see how things are going to obviously form, and it's gonna take a very long time for us to actually get a larger decision. There's a couple different variations on the table in case you guys missed out on yesterday's stream, or any of the more recent streams. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about some of the larger ideas I have for the bigger time frames, and kind of go over the possibilities of what could be coming here in the near future. I would say anywhere from next couple months, definitely within, I think 2023 is definitely going to be interesting. Like I said, I personally don't think that we're going to be pumping up to all-time highs anytime soon. If I had to give you, I guess, more of a if I had to give you one answer, what I think the most probable thing is going to happen is, in my opinion, I think this is primarily going to be an ABC, right, to an A. I think we're due for a pump. Now, I don't know if this is going to be the bottom. There's absolutely a chance for one more bottom to form, and I'd be okay with that. But, until that happens, I'm just going to say potentially this is a bottom. I'm looking for a much larger pump to the upside, probably testing that low to mid 30K. and then probably come back down and put in another low. Very, very similarly what happened with the bull market here. I would not be surprised one bit if we did something, I did it again, if we did something like this, where we come up, come back down, put another high, same thing. An extended first wave, a pump, and then a retracement to test the lows. That's just an idea. Mr. Reckless, hey Johnny, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. You know, hope you're having a good start to the week or a good ending of the weekend. Yeah, I guess you can say either one of those. But, you know, for me personally, this is the idea that I'm leaning on the most. Like I said, I'm not dead set on the exact where this is going to bottom out. Personally, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a push, one more push to the downside to put another low, and then we come up and retest. Me personally, I think if it's going to come down and test those 10K regions, I don't personally think we're going to get go straight down from there. It just, you know, looking at this wave and looking how things have been coming along and being put together, me personally, I'm on the side of I think that we're going to come up, retest, and then put in another low, and that's going to form a much larger completed structure in my opinion. So we'll have to see how things play out from there. But like I said, you know, we are at a pivotal point, or we're kind of teetering on a pivotal point here. The other options are, you know, we just go straight down and continue down to 10K, and maybe that's the end of the bull run. You know, we have a much larger A to a B to a C here. A to a B to a C. You know, that could also be a variation of this as well. We don't have to necessarily, you know, do we don't necessarily have to come up and retest to a higher amount. We can easily just, you know, go down, just get it over with, and then proceed to, you know, form some sort of retesting / support area, and then continue onward to the, you know, the higher highs. But I personally think that's not going to be in the cards for a very long time. I would say 2024 we might start a bull market, and it probably will go into like 2025, 2026. So I think we got a long way to go. And as, you know, as price develops and as these, you know, cycles happen, I think they're going to take longer and longer. In my opinion, just I just want to see. I'm curious to see. I need to go to a chart board or price history. How long was this bear market? Just about a year, 366 days. I think we're past that point already. Yeah, we're definitely past that point. Yeah, 403 days, 404 days. Yeah. So, like I said, I think we're teetering very close to a bottom here. But I'm on the side of I think we're gonna do something like this. Come up, test, like I said, retest higher levels, come back down, maybe put another pullback, possibly another low, depending on how much it wants to pump. And then from there, we can definitely go ahead and start looking for higher highs towards the newer bull market. But like I said, that's just my opinion. I could be dead wrong. We'll see how it goes. Let's go ahead and focus on the the more zoomed in perspective. And I wanted to give you guys an idea of what the ray can lock. I don't want to move this. There you go. Perfect. So let's go ahead and focus on the larger perspective here. In my opinion, we have to go off of this being an A to a B to a C. Now, if this is the C, what does this wave look like? Me personally, I think this is going to be an A to a B and then a C, with an ABC within the C. Right? That's if we come down and put another lower low. If we do not put in a lower low, then I will say, you know what? I'll just retract all that what I just said, and I'll move my C point to here. That's completely fine as well. You know, but primarily, that's one of the two variations I'm looking for. Depending on how this downtrend is going to go as well, if we do put in a lower low, like I said, keep in mind the variations of what could happen. One, we could just get a lower low. kind of figure everyone out and then continue to pump up from there, and that's when we can get that, start the retesting market. If not, me personally, I think if that doesn't happen, I think we're going to be leaning more towards a very aggressive move to the downside. I know some things are going into 2023. There's a lot of bearishness going in, and there's some things to be concerned about. One of the things I was reading on Twitter last night, I'm not going to go on Twitter and just because I don't go on it too often, but I was looking at people talking about like the car market section, in industry, just it's pretty much due for a major pullback, and I think that could definitely be a start of not a larger collapse, but a decent collapse, just based on auto loans and basically the amount of this delinquencies and all that going up. And I think I don't want to try to scare you guys as well as just be one-sided, but I can definitely see arguments for both sides happening. We'll have to just see how things play out. Me personally, it's very hard for me to pick one side, but if I did have to pick a side, I'm gonna be a little bit more bullish just on a shorter term. On a longer term, maybe going into next year or so, that might back up the idea of that we're going into a larger pullback, into a deeper dive into that lower region. I personally don't think we're going to be diving off a cliff right away, but I'm willing to take my chance on that and take the position if needed. Let's see. Ernest, MMA Crypto. I think you mean MM Crypto. Yeah, he's definitely up there on the goated list too. Him and Carl the Moon. Mr. Reckless, I have a question, Johnny, but it's longer than 200 words. Can I PM you on Discord? Absolutely. I'll go ahead and put my Discord here. I'll go ahead and just drop it in chat here. Feel free to DM me with anything you might have. I think I'm not going to go ahead and show it on stream here. Sorry. But yeah, feel free to PM me. If you have any questions, I'll be more than willing to help you out. It's such a weird pump, doesn't feel any substance behind it. Yeah, feels like a trap. Tashin, absolutely. I'm not sure if you watched the beginning of this video or just, I'm about to go into one of the larger ideas of what I have going on, but me personally going into what I'm looking at, I personally think that if we are not going to bottom here, and if we are looking for lower, we do have this set up to show. We are currently below this region here. As long as we're below that, shorts are definitely in favor. I'm not going to go in too zoomed in just because I actually want to hide this. So due to this pullback here, I honestly think this is just a pullback. I don't think we have any calls for, I guess, hope. There's definitely no hopium in this pump. This definitely just be a, it's very small. It's very small. But it's something like a 3-wave pullback, and then we come down and push lower. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to go too zoomed in. That is way too small for my perspective, by the way, or just in general. Let's see. Feels like a trap. Appreciate your analysis, by the way. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. Did I say Tashin? I meant to say, I don't know if I can pronounce that right. Tessin. Let me know if I'm close on that. Can I have the second option, please? Oh, yes, Ernest. I will get right into that in a moment here. I feel that we need another drop to see a bottom and then start building. Teza. Okay. Teza's fine. Perfect. I'll definitely do my best to remember that. But yeah, I think we need to see a lower low before we can definitely start in forming a larger swing to the upside. Can I have a second option, please? So let's go back to what Ernest said, or Ernest asked me here. There's different options to how this can play out. You know, just keep in mind, Ernest, when I do it, my thought process on how I view this, the most important thing for me as of now is to understand that, oh shit, how do I do this? I always forget how to do the shift. Such a boomer when it comes to Tradingview sometimes. The most important thing that matters, Ernest, is that if this level breaks, if this low breaks, then I have to reconsider the my analysis on the more recent structure here. But until we get that, okay, currently we have bottomed off of this structure here, A, B, C, and maybe the alternative is that we are just focusing on an A and we're building a B, and maybe we come up and continue to the upside. Headline under your video window on TV. Wait. You're confusing me, Ernest. Am I missing something, or is this it's probably just a joke that it's going right over my head. But yeah, that's the alternative, is that maybe we don't as long as we don't put in a lower low, we could just be getting a pullback. And from there, we can definitely continue higher and then maybe get a stronger push to the upside. That's just me playing devil's advocate. I'm not too dead set on this idea, but I have to keep this in mind. And that's the reason why I'm not necessarily letting go of my longs, even if the short setup is there, and even if there is some sort of maybe a stronger bias to the downside as for a more recent term or a recent time frame. I guess a moderate perspective as well. You can say that we're a little bit more bearish. But for me personally, I can't take that chance. Weekly candle, nasty looking. I don't necessarily look too much at the weekly. Just because for me personally, like I said, yeah, that does not look good. Is that a bearish engulfing? Let me know if I'm right on that. I think it's a bearish engulfing. I could be wrong. I'm not too familiar with like actual candlestick like formations, just because I focus on primarily just certain levels. All right, that's pretty much the those are the main ideas that I have. The most important thing to keep in mind, regardless of what ideas I do have, I'm playing both sides of the coin. I have a long position from this yellow line, and I have a short position from this red line. If we come back down, break below this yellow line here at about 15,480, I will take the long if we get back above, but that's about it. If we come up and we fail, something like this, and then continue downwards from here, I'm not going to be taking any more long positions. Let's see. If I come to the U.S., will you invite me? Absolutely, Prathish. We can get together. If you're willing to make the trip, absolutely. Maybe we'll do like, it depends on when. I always wanted to do like a meetup, but do it like in a fun area. Like I would do it in like Las Vegas. We have a bunch of us who trade ABCs. We go out, meet up at like one of the most fun cities in the US. And then from there, we can go out, party, gamble, have a good time. Thank you. I will let you know. Prathish, I mean, like I said, that's a commitment. I don't want you to come all the way to the US just to come hang out with me. But if you really want to, yeah. All right, let's go over ETH. So ETH is kind of sitting at its Arun. Hey Johnny and all, good to see you, my friend. Any clues about Binance FUD? To be honest, I really don't pay attention to the news and that kind of stuff. I know if it's as serious as it is, I think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be. I just don't. It's hard for me to dictate or give you guys like a clear, I guess, direction or how it's going to affect the market directly. But if it's true, and things start falling out, just falling out of place and just breaking out into utter chaos, we definitely can see some swing in price action here. But I'm not too worried about it at the moment. And if it does, if let's say tomorrow something happens, I'm sitting in shorts, so let's see. Yo, what up, ABC gang? Harvey, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Don't listen to FUD. The whole purpose is to make you trade a certain way. Absolutely, I agree. That's why I don't pay attention to it. Listen, it could have some effect, but I'm not too concerned with it at all. Oh, what am I doing? I'm sitting here like just I feel like we're acting, we're hanging out. I sent PM on Discord. All right, I'll go ahead and check it out here shortly. I just want to make sure. Okay, so that is you. Okay. Mr. Reckless, definitely let me just go over the TA quick. I promise I will address your question after. So for ETH, pretty much same thing. I'm sorry guys, I don't know why I was sitting here. I was like, I feel like I'm missing something. But off of this structure, we have an ABC to an A, ABC to a B, and then now we have a finished C with the possibility of another ABC here. It did not put in a lower low like BTC did. So this all can be considered one larger A to a B to a C. That would look fantastic in my opinion. In order for that to go ahead and play out for me, I would need to get a lower low past that 1066-ish region. Oh, no, sorry. That's not the wick. The wick is around 1072. So for me personally, that's the level I'm looking for in order for me to be a little bit more bullish. And that's why I took the available short as well. I'll go ahead and focus in on this area price action and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So for ETH, if that is the case, to where this is just an A, this is all a B, we're looking for a C. Now, ideally, the entry would have been this setup here, but at the time, I honestly wasn't thinking about it. I was just so used to BTC, and I did mention it, once or twice in brief, just in case, just a brief mention, just in case something like that did happen. It's not exact, but if I really zoom in, it's like an ever so slight wick above. But since we did not get that entry, I was pretty much primarily focusing on this entry here, with this being an A to a B to a C. As long as we're below that 1312, I'm definitely going to be a little bit more bearish, and I'm going to trade this and hold it based off the longer swing, the potential swing to the downside, just in case. But that's primarily what I'm looking at, as well as I'm long off of this region here around 1178. So we're kind of teetering and playing at this zone, pretty as of now. We'll have to see how this plays out. Like I said, regardless of how this plays out, what direction, I have my trades in, and I'm willing to, you know, play both sides of the coin. Hopefully we can see a larger decision in the market here soon. Let's go over LTC. And then for LTC, it's pretty straightforward. You know, the setup here is a little bit more clear cut than the other coins, but you do have this ABC becoming an A, this ABC becoming a B, and then a straight shot up to a C. All right, and that becomes 1A. Then we have a sharp decline and then a pretty rapid recovery. That's going to complete an ABC top for me. And as long as LTC is below 73.17, I'm definitely going to be going ahead and taking shorts and holding shorts. Me personally, I'm probably going to be targeting at the very least that $40 region, potentially lower. So that's just me personally. That's what I'm looking at. Hopefully we can get, like I said, we hope we can get an answer soon. There is no long positions available for LTC at the moment. If that does change, I will absolutely let you guys know. And hopefully maybe if we can catch a possible long, if this is just a fake out, or maybe this is just a retracement. We'll have to see how this plays out though. All right, let's go back to Mr. Reckless here. Let's see. My question is the logic behind the take profit. Right now, I have nice profits from shorts, but you said I should wait for the continuation pattern to take profits. But what if my profit goes away? Because I didn't take profit when there is a 10% move. I know how you take profits, but just the logic behind it. Sorry if it's confusing. I think I got what you're trying to say, Mr. Reckless. So this goes back to the idea of the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm trying to make the most out of a price movement or a larger trend. Okay. And, you know, one of the mistakes I made in the past is that I have taken profits too early and in turn have had to watch price continue to go in my favor, and as well as not be able to capitalize on the full move here. Probably the best example, most recent example that I can think of, you know, back in June when we had this pullback here, I took this short, beautiful short setup. I didn't hold it. I took profits down here, just trying to play like that range and hopefully to get a reversal. And fortunately, I had to just watch it go all the way back down here. I probably wouldn't have taken it until we got to like that 22,620 region. But the reason why I switched to this method is because one of the things you hear a lot in this space is that you can never go broke taking profit. Me personally, I think that is not the case. I think that is pretty, how do I say this? I think it's a common misconception that is, you know, thrown around in the trading community. You can never go broke taking a profit. Well, you can if you don't do it the right way. All right. So how I approach things and how I approach taking profit is, like I said, going based off of trying to catch the most out of a price swing or a price direction or just a larger overall trend. And the problem with that is that, unfortunately, you know, we're not fortune tellers out here. We don't know where it's going to go. We don't know where it's, you know, price is going to bottom or going to top out. But what price can do is give you a point of confirmation of a possible continuation. Okay. So, for example, I'm gonna give you a really good example here. I always go back to this because I love this. You know, this is the first successful trade setup set of trades that I've used using this method, and I've definitely had great success with it so far. So I've only started implementing this pretty recently, obviously within the last couple months. So, you know, we took a short off of this major trade, or is there this major ABC, with this blue ABC being the entry. For some reason, I cornered my eye. I thought I saw like a spider on the wall. I was about to freak out. All right, so we took this entry here at 21,126. Okay, and we took it. We held it all the way down here, but we did not take profit down here because we don't know as traders if price is going to continue. All right. If you took profit on this setup, there is just as likely as a chance that we continue downwards versus just putting in that reversal and coming back up. And there's still that possibility. All right. So the question should be asked, what can you do to put yourself in the best position possible and to try to catch basically the right time or the right, yeah, I guess, no, the right time is the right, I guess the right way to explain it. What's the right way and the right time to take profit? And so I'm not missing out on any potential profit, as well as not missing out on a future move or a larger potential move. Okay. And so how I was able to figure that out is I need to find a continuation setup. For me, that was just ABC here. Now, in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't the completed structure, but we took profit at pretty much this price point, a little bit higher. And I was able to lock in what I made down here. And now we're holding the shorts off of this region. Okay. And you have to understand, Mr. Reckless, on a much larger perspective, on a much larger, like, I guess, way of thinking. It's going to cost you more to take profit early than it will losing out on a potential position. So, for example, I know, taking profit and seeing that number and securing it, it's a very, I guess, what's a dopamine triggering sensation, definitely like a very good thing. If you feel good about taking profit, it's a good thing to do. The problem is, if you take profit too early, or if you don't take profit where it makes sense, you run a risk of trying to find another position to catch the continuation. Let me just give you a hypothetical here. What if price never recovers and we come back down? We just continue downwards and you took profit here. Well, yes, you can walk away saying, I took away something. Or I took away something, or something off the table. I got money in my pockets. In a way that's good. But in how we do things, it's not the best, because you got to think of the longer term of how you're approaching your trades and how to basically ride the most out of one particular direction. Now, if you're playing both sides of the coin like me, you take profit off the table here, okay? If price continues to fall, you're actually going to be losing money instead of staying net neutral, okay? When taking a hedge position, because this is what I'm doing, I'm hedging. For me, I'm going to remain mostly net neutral, if not just a little bit less than the negative. It's because sometimes my shorts might be worth less than the longs, but it's only going to be by a slight margin. So if price does come down, I'm still securing the majority of my profits. So if we do come down here, get stopped out, and price continues downward, I'm going to be making a lot more money on the downside between all my trades than I would taking profit early and just watching price come down and take out my longs. And then what do you do from there? Unless you have a clear setup from a same size perspective of what we've been looking at here, something like this, it's gonna be very hard to get back in. And you kind of have to wait for the next move to happen. And how we trade things, opportunities come maybe once every, I say completed setups probably show up every 1 to 2 weeks. How many trades we take in between them, that varies, but I say we can get a good setup for every 1 to 2 weeks. The whole take profit early to not go broke is for scalping with high win rate. ABC has low win rate but high R&R. You need to win big. Exactly. And that was the next thing I was going to get into as well, is that you have to keep in mind that because we're playing with the much larger swings and much larger price action or price movements, the most important thing when it comes to being successful in trading is win rate, win percentage, and your risk. Keeping those in check is going to basically be the rest. It's going to carry you on into becoming a successful trader. Understanding what your win rate is, understanding what the appropriate R&R for you to be profitable, and using appropriate risk, right? In this case, I'm going to be honest with you. I think our win rate has gone up a little bit because we're using a little bit larger stop losses. So if I had to give you a ballpark guess right now, I would say our win rate is probably at like a 10 to 15%, but we're aiming to hit, I would say 15 to 20 R&R average of a trade. Let me see if I'm right on that. I believe we used a 1% on here though. I could be wrong. Now it's a 17. I don't remember what the... I don't remember exactly what the stop loss. I don't remember the stop loss I had set up here. Maybe we're using 3% at the time. I'm trying to think. I don't remember. Do you guys remember? Let's see. Ernest Have Harvey, thank you so much. Of course, Mr. Reckless. Like, you gotta just keep that in mind, is that yes, like, I know the idea of taking profit is going to make you feel good, but overall, especially how we approach things, it's not going to benefit and it's not going to help you grow and profit as a trader. You have to be willing to hang on to your positions, especially when your eye levels and setups are very key, strong setups. You have to be willing to hold them. I've been tracking win rates since increasing stop loss to 2% minus 20%, and that was including some bad FOMO entries. Okay, yeah, so I'd say 20. I was thinking more of like 10 to 15, but I think 20 is not a bad number. So let me do the math. I think if you are hitting a 20% win rate, I think you need to have an above 5 R&R to be consistently profitable. Let me know if I'm right on that. I think it's above a 5. So in that case, you're hitting, let's just use that for example, 2%. You're hitting an 8 here. Let's say we go, this is just a long shot, but let's say we come back down. Let's say we come back down to like that 12K region. Let's say, I'll say 13K. That's still a 12.9. And if you're hitting, let me know if, am I right on that, Harvey? Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, you have to hit above a 5 in order to be profitable. Let's say we come back down. Let's say our average take profit. You know what? I'm bumping up to 14K because we're probably going to take profit on a retest of the upside. So let's say we come back down to like 12K and form something like this. This is just, like I said, hypothetical. What if we come back down and then form something like that? All right, and then we, you know, are dancing around this region. You would take profit at the prior ABC. So, you know, depending on where it sets up, this is just an example. You know, a 9 is good. But like I said, you need anything above a 5 to be profitable. 5 is break even. So, in my opinion, based on 2%, you know, just I'm using Harvey's example, you be having a very successful win rate. And you got to understand, anything above a 5, you're just enhancing and basically speeding up the profit, and you're basically accelerating the amount of money you can make. So, and me personally, I think taking longs, you're gonna have even more of you're having even a better time, in my opinion. But as of right now, we have to prioritize both sides and look for larger swings in both directions. Although my 20% might be wrong, I haven't figured out how to include hedge positions into that strat. You still, if you're going to be tracking, it's still the same method, because regardless of if we're hedging or not, if you're hedging, one side's going to lose, but you're still going to be taking profit using the same style, the same method. So theoretically, it should be the same. You just have to count the other. You just have to count the other trade as a loss. Niraj, what's up, Johnny? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. We're just hanging out here talking charts, talking trading. But Harvey, no, it should be about the same. You should be calculating it the same way. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, that is, so I'll say even a 15%. Like I said, even still, you would need, I don't know the math on that. Because 20 is anything, so 20% anything above 5. 10 is anything above a 10, obviously. Trying to think of if there's a way to calculate that. I would say, yeah, about a 7. I was gonna say. Niraj is, yes, thank you, Prateesh. Niraj, I'm so sorry about yesterday. I completely forgot about you in the Nifty 50. I will absolutely take a look at that right now. Is this it? capital.com, or is there something with more price action? Niraj, if you can point me in the right direction, which chart is the best? $6.66 to be a Matt's nerd about it. No, well, no, Harvey, you should be as pretty as exact as possible. So let's say anything above a 6.7, you should be profitable. Even still, using a 15% or even a 50% win rate, even still, those trades I still highlighted, you would still be profitable. NSE, but there's multi-cap, there's equal. Nifty. For some reason, I want to hit this one, but I don't think this is it. Maybe this is it. Because this is based off the Nifty 50 index futures. Yes, the first one. Nifty 50. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. It's very similar to the S&P, but the highs have how this played out is a little bit different. The first thing to keep in mind, on a much larger scale, you know, it does not look good. This is one gigantic ABC. We're currently sitting below it, and we're starting to, we're starting to dump, or it is dumping. Is this market live right now or no? But another thing to keep in mind as well, within the C, you do have an ABC within the C off of this setup. So let me just get rid of this to clear this up a little bit. Sorry. Let's do this. All right. So you do have that availability of a larger setup there. We are currently above the macro A, but we are, coming back down and trying to get back below the A of the C wave. So, it's my opinion, this does not look good. Yeah, it does not look good. It's like the S&P of India, top 50 shares. Okay, that's what I figured. But yeah, it does not look good, Niraj. I'm just letting you know. Like I said, we're currently below the macro A here, as well as we still, you could come back down and kind of play sideways or possibly continue pumping higher. For me, a confirmation of this breakdown would be below that macro A at about 18,100. If we can get back below there and definitely confirm, it's not looking good, my friend. That's all I can say. Something different. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you guys know something as well. So I know I talked about the original account challenge of what we're doing. I'm still doing it, but like I said, I originally started with 1,000, and my friend who I borrowed it from didn't pay me back in time like he was going to. Instead, he paid me about a little bit over a year later, but he was very nice about it. Like, he felt really bad. I felt bad for him. Like, he didn't have to apologize. Like, it's all good. Like, I know we all need help sometimes. But he got a new job. He's doing, I don't want to get too much into his personal life, but he got a new job. He's doing really well. and he was like, hey man, I want to send you a little thank you. So he sent me the 500, and then like earlier this morning he sent me he sent me an extra 250. I was like, dude, you didn't have to do that. He's like, no, like, you understand, you and a couple of family members on that staff really helped me out when I needed it, so it's my little thank you. Apparently he's doing really well. So he doesn't watch the channel or anything, but I was on the phone with him for a while this morning, and yeah, so I feel good. It feels good being a good friend sometimes, and like I said, it pays out. I didn't really want to take the money, but he insisted. So, you know, for me, it's going towards Christmas gifts this year. But I do want to let you guys know, in case you do see the account balance, I did deposit it in earlier before I hopped on stream. So we are back above the 1,000. Well, we're up. Why is it above? Oh yeah, because the account, because we were at like 570 before. Why is it up to 182 though? I don't know. I guess the profits are adding up. That makes sense. Okay. So yeah, we're currently sitting above 1,000 again, and we'll see how this goes. By the way, when is the Discord discount kicking in? So that is kicking in, Harvey, when the channel gets to 500 subs. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and shill my stuff too much. Obviously, you guys are here hanging out with me. We're at 464. If the channel can get to 500 subs, I'm not giving it a certain timeline, just whenever it does, then I'll go ahead and start the sale for the discount. Or sorry, for the Discord. So I'm excited about that. Just a little, like I said, just a little thank you. Maybe we'll do a giveaway. I'll have to see how it goes. I'll definitely do a giveaway for the 1,000 sub mark. But if you guys are interested, you know, I'll let you guys know. And it's not gonna be like a flash sale. Like, what I'll do, I've been thinking about it, is depending on when it falls, I'll have it open for like 48 hours. But I'll I'll announce it on stream. I'll post it. So, you know, I'm gonna give you guys plenty of time. You guys want to sign up. But yeah, it's gonna be for the 500, the 1,000, and maybe I'll do after we hit 1,000, I'll do every 1,000. I'll do a sale on the Discord / like do like a giveaway or something. Maybe I'll give away some free ones. Who knows? But I do want to give back. Like I said, it's just you guys have been hanging out with me a lot. You guys have been awesome, great supporters. I really do appreciate you guys. So, like I said, down the road, once I can get, you know, my shit a little bit together, get everything more established, I definitely will 100% give back to you guys. And I feel like one of the ways of doing that is obviously offering, you know, a chance for everyone to get into the Discord, as well as at some point I do want to give back, as well as allow you guys, maybe I'll do free memberships as well. Let's see. Let's see. Lazar, how you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for coming in, saying hello. It's good to see you. The Rosh, thanks, Prateesh, for reminding John. Yes, I'm sorry. Like I said, I really do apologize. I didn't realize until the end of last stream I was going through the chat. Like, oh shoot, I completely forgot. Cool, thanks, Narash. Cool. Hey man, you supporting us with knowledge and your experience. Yeah, like I said, I'm doing my best to help you guys out. And so I feel like, you know, I'm doing my best to give back. There's not too many people who are real in this space, and I don't consider myself the realist. I know, like, it's about like upfront transparency and all that, and I have been, you know, transparent with you guys, but you know, it's a shame to see how much like shitty activities / like shady people and this like just absolute how much junk is out in the internet right now. So what I mean by real is like someone who's genuine, someone who doesn't. I'm not gonna sit here now. If there will come a time where I know like exchanges might hit me up, and depending, I might take a look at it. Depending on how things go, I might, you know, if there is a good sponsorship or / you know, deal, depending on how things, I might take it. I know some people aren't against that. It really depends. I'm really gonna look into it. I will never, ever, ever promote anything that I am not comfortable with using myself. So, but if there comes a time where that does happen, I think I definitely, wouldn't say no, as long as it's something that I believe that you guys would benefit from as well. Did you watch Avatar 2? It's out already? Oh shoot. Just watched today and the experience was amazing. Oh, and Pradesh, right after that, did you watch Avatar? I have not watched it yet. I didn't even know it was out already. I thought it was coming out after Christmas. I guess not. There's a lot of good movies out. Well, I got to go out now. Have a good stream and we'll catch you next time. Thank you so much, Harvey, for stopping by. I hope you have a good rest of your day, man. I'll see you on the next stream. Hopefully it's gonna be on Tuesday, so 2 days from now. You got your car back? Yeah, my car's back. I just had to change the battery. Luckily, like in my car, everything is pretty much right there. So there was no it's not like my battery's not hidden in the back or some weird spot in the engine bay. It's literally right there. All I do is unplug it. I used to work on my own cars. I did like basic stuff. I've done batteries, oil changes. I even done spark plugs in my Jeep. What's up? I've done like brake fluid flushes, changed brakes on my own. So I can do it. I don't like doing it, but I can do it. But yeah, my car's good. Started right up today. So now if I continue to have problems, then it's something that might be something a little bit more serious. But it's always good to fix the cheapest thing first. And for me, that the most logical thing was to change the battery. So if I continue to have problems, then it's going to be some sort of alternator issue. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna going back to the account, whatever the account challenge. I'll pop the account back up here. My goal is to get to a certain number. Now, the number obviously is going to skew the percentage, or the percentage is going to boost the number based on how well I do. But I would like to get this to try to think of something realistic. 10x, yeah, that's realistic. I would say 10k is realistic. Honestly, depending on how I approach doing a hybrid of trading / accumulating, I think I could probably get up to 20k or 25k. Might take a while. Might take guys. It's not going to be something you could do in 3 months. It might take a year or two to get it up to 25k. But I honestly think, based on the ideas and how I've approached thinking about this and how it works, when you put money or when you're accumulating money into your account as well as trading it, there's drawdown percentages, but because you're adding to it, at a certain point, what you put in is not going to matter because it's going to be, minuscule. But in the beginning, it'll help you, give you a kind of a cushion to where you might not lose as much, but the big trades, the ones that you do win, will push your account even that much higher. So, and obviously it's not going to be pure profit, but as of now, like I said, I want to do something to where I give an example and show you that you could have done really well in the bull market if you just put in the extra work, saved your money, accumulated, and yeah, I want to be an example of that because I've done it once and I know I can do it again. I don't know if I can get it to as high as I did the last time because that was a mix of a good streak as well as buying at the right time. So I think it's going to be hard to recreate that. No stop loss on BTC and ETH trades. Oh, no, so they are there, but they're conditional orders. So you see here, it says close short, close long, close short. Just the way the bot works, it doesn't, I had to physically set a conditional for the LTC trade. Why is the ETH have a... Oh, maybe I did this in my sleep. There should be a close. So like, I'm going to give you an example. On this trade, right, the conditional should be close short at 0.033. There. This is this green one here. All right. So that's the trigger for the close, the stop loss for the short, for the ETH. LTC, I physically put a conditional order in, so did it myself. Same thing with the Matic, I did it myself. The BTC short, so it should be a buy close long position, which is, or sorry, close short, which is this one. And then each BTC and ETH long has their own close short conditional. So the way the bot does it is that they set conditional close orders instead of setting it here. So I'm sorry if that confused you. You are going to take 15 USDT for 3% risk now, given the account amount. No. Wait. Let me do this right. So let's just say I have 1,082 right now. So now the adjusted risk is going to be $32 instead of 15. Yes, you're right, Lazar. As of right now, it's going to be around 30 bucks risk. It's going to be about $43 margin. And eventually, as the account grows, like let's say I hit these trades. I'm just gonna give a hypothetical here, right? Like I said, we're just kind of spitballing. What if our take profits at around like 14.3K? What is that going to do? Oh, I'm stupid. That's for the long. I'm like, why the hell is it telling me I'm taking a loss? Let's see. If I take profit on that, so I'm only going to be 80 bucks profit, but it's going to make up for the losses that I had, as well as for ETH. If ETH, let's say, I'm trying to think of a hypothetical for ETH. What's the hypothetical for ETH? I don't know if I really have a hypothetical for ETH. Let's just say 875, just to be, you know, for example, like what if we come down? Remember, guys, this is hypothetical. What if we come back down? Something like that, and come back lower. Maybe we'll dance around this region. So let's say like 875. What I make on the E-trade if we hit 875. Like I'm just future planning just in case. 144. So 144 plus 80 plus LTC. LTC is a little tough. I know I had a major projection of like $40. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, I don't know. I don't know for LTC. I'll do somewhere in the middle. Let's say like 52 bucks just to be fair. I'm just trying to do my best to see how much we can like calculate off of. What did I say the number was again? Like 53 bucks. 120 plus another 120. And then Matic. I think Matic I'm gonna just hold indefinitely. Matic, it's gonna be a home runner for me. I'm gonna aim just to say 31, just to be, you know, I think like Kite was talking about 26. Let's do 30 cents. I'm only gonna be making $100. So, you know, risking $5 to make 100, 20 R&R. Like I said, my stop loss is a little bit larger, so I'm not gonna be making as much off of that. I forgot how much Kite was gonna be making off of his, but he's also using twice the amount of margin as me, with, as well as, actually, no, his margin might be close to mine, but he's using a little bit more of aggressive stop loss. So let's say I hold that 106, another 450 to the account, and we're gonna be taking some drawdown from having money in BTC and ETH. So I would say like $400 to be safe. So if we do get that up to, like, say 400, let's say 350. The 350 plus, I'll be extra safe. 350 plus 1,082, 1432. The next set of trades, we're going to be working with $42 margin. And then from there, you got to do, you know, let's say we take 3 positions. 1432 minus 42. I'll say minus 1 because of 43, so 1389. All right, so the next set of trades, you know, we're gonna be risking 41, so 1389 minus 41, 67. Let's just round down just to make it easier. So 1347. Ah, shit. And then 4041. So you can see, like, eventually, like, let's say you take 3 trades, and let's say you finally hit a winner. Eventually, it's gonna crawl up. It's gonna be a slow and steady climb. Climb. But, you know, just give you guys an example of how it does work. Got it. Thank you. What do you think about trading inverse perpetual? If successful, it has a great yeah. So if you combine, that's one of the reasons why I did so well in the bull market, is if you combine trading as well as holding in a upwards position, it just exponentially makes you're basically exponentially increases your profit to the point to where, you know, you can do a lot better. That's why I like prioritizing longs, or I like long positions better. But, you know, for the same reason, it's tough for me to actually hold on to shorts or love shorts that much, even though we are bearish. You're gonna make a lot more money in inverse perpetual when price finally goes up to the upside. Like for me, like I think I took like a 50% hit on my inverse perpetual holdings. So even if I don't have any trades and we get back up to what I originally bought in, I think I'd be sitting an extra $200 or $300 profit right now. Johnny, eating sugar? No. Surprise? I actually haven't eaten today. No, I haven't eaten today at all, actually. I'm fasting, Prathish. Just water so far. I woke up around like 10 a.m. Hopped on the phone with my friend for like an hour, just talking with him. You know, kind of did my wake up morning routine. I had to go down to the bank this morning, and also drive the car to make sure the car was good. Car's fine. Yeah, and then watched the World Cup for a little bit. Hopped on stream. So I haven't eaten anything for Thish so far. We're doing good. My goal is to try to eat like 1 meal a day. That's my goal. If we can get 1 meal a day, that's obviously like full and beneficial and nutrients and all that. Fantastic. But that's what I'm trying to do, is try to eat them once a day. Not like eat a feast, but eat something that's... No, Papa. What if this goes the other way, though? We're just thinking hypotheticals here. What if the long goes to 30K? $300 Boom. That'd be fantastic. But I'm going to be losing on the shorts. But for ETH, let's say we target at least 2021. Guys, I do this off camera. I'll sit here and just think of hypotheticals and see like how much money I would make on each trade. Around 565, 580. When did you open the longs? So I opened my longs. I'll give you the entry for BTC was at 15,473. That was off of this setup here. You can see we had an ever so slight wick, and the bot got me in literally like right there. So pretty much almost the exact bottom. And then for ETH, I got in at 1178. Well, actually, I'll give you the exact entry here. I think it's a little bit higher. Actually, a little earlier. 1176.75. So it's basically as soon as it crossed above this region. So it's about 11. So we're literally teetering on this area right now. So we'll have to see how it plays out. But those are my long entries. Every dollar saved on food can be potentially 30x in a bull run. That's right. That's right. That's why I'm starving myself. No, I'm kidding. I am going to start doing, like, I have been doing better on trying to control, like, the amount I eat. But just by limiting the amount of times I can eat has been phenomenal already. And one of the things I've realized as I've gotten older, like if you guys knew me, or if I was online when I was like 21, guys, I was able to eat easily over at least a pie of pizza to myself. Easily. But you know what's funny? I weighed less then than I do now because I worked out so much. I used to work out so much at the end. All right, but back then. Now unfortunately, I have not been going to the gym as much as I should. I will definitely start. It's very tough for me to do that when it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit outside. But definitely like in the spring though, I'm gonna be outside all the damn time. I can't wait. Let's see. But definitely I'm gonna get my ass back in the gym soon. And also, another thing that sucks is the New Year's resolutioners is that every year when the New Year starts, excuse me, I gotta sneeze. That was a tough one. Oh, that one hurt. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, around New Year's, for like a good month, it's terrible to go to the gym, especially like peak hours. So like it's nice not having to go. I don't have to go at peak hours. So the bottom one's got it pretty much, yeah. Perthish, where's the whiskey? I can't, Perthish. I can't. I have to go driving. I have to leave the house in a couple hours. I know it's. I'll probably if I drink. Well, if I have a couple shots, I'm gonna be a little tipsy for a while. But I can't be doing that. It was just for my birthday, Perthish. Maybe I'll definitely when we hit 500, I'll take a shot. And then from there on, every 1,000, I'll take a shot. Johnny will be streaming outside like his idol. Oh, no, Ernest. Why would you say that? Oh. Now I don't want it. Oh, you just ruined the urge for me to do that now. God damn it. Except I'm not going to be outside of a balcony in a penthouse in Dubai. I'm going to be walking outside like a peasant. No, I'm kidding. Oh, why did you do that, Ernest? That makes you not want to do it. I'm going to take down all my outside streams because of you, Ernest. All the videos I've done outside. Trying to enjoy nature. How dare you crush my dreams. I'm just kidding, my friend. Cops will check. If I drive if I get pulled over or if I do something, if I look like, so like here in the US, if you show signs of being impaired, like swerving while you're driving, going really slow and speeding up, like if you show visual signs that you're impaired, they have the right to pull you over just to check. But you kind of have to show it. If you can drive sober, or no, sorry, if you can drive like you're sober, odds are you're not going to get caught. But terrible idea. Do not drink and drive. All right, even if it's down the street, do not drink and drive. I had a friend of mine get into a very, very bad car accident because of a drunk driver. I know someone in my town who died. I didn't really know them, but I know of them who died pretty recently because of a drunk driver. Well, actually, no. They were both drunk. And the girl was driving, and she was just as drunk too. And they literally like pulled out, literally made it down the street, and just like hit a pole. And the girl was wearing her seatbelt, and then yeah, some stuff happened. I'm not gonna go into details of that, but it was pretty messed up. And today was the price of Bitcoin. Oh no, Ernest, how could you do that to me? Today was the price of Bitcoin. Jeff Jefferson. I love that name, man. I don't know why. It's so easy. It's so easy. Jeff Jefferson. Love your stream. All the best the rest of the stream. Have to sleep well. Rest well, everyone. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. Hope to see you on the next one. Hopefully here in the next 2 days. If not, no worries. No hard feelings. But thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate you. Oh, Wordle. Shit. Wordle. All right, great start. What do you guys think? Hey, if you learn from the master trader, Crypto, I can't even do his voice, man. There's somebody on Kite's, Johnny on the Spot. I'm not sure if he watches my channel, but I know he watches Kite. I haven't seen him around, but he used to do a spot on Crypto impression. I cannot do it. I want to put a P as the first letter. No, it doesn't work. Huh. Have you used C yet? Yes, Johnny was great. Yeah, he used to do a spot on impression. You know, it was hilarious. Ah, shit. What is this for? Caked. It's actually not a bad idea. I just want to see where. Okay, that's something. But the A and the E are not next to each other. That's a good guess, though. There's no, let's see, there's no D. No K. I don't even know how Wordle works. Are you those letters in yellow in order or just okay? So in Wordle, Ernest, you have to figure out the 5-letter word. You know, if it's gray, that means that letter is not in the word. If it's yellow, that letter's in the word, but it's in a different spot. And the green ones are the right letter in the right spot. You kind of have to like mix the letters around to get the right word. So right now, so C doesn't work. For some reason, I want to go with like an N, a P, or something like naked. No, well, naked would work because there's no D. I don't know if I want to do T now. I want to say tamed, but I don't want to waste that. Just shit. This is a tough one. Wish I. Sometimes I'm good at this game. Sometimes I just don't like. I'm just stuck. I don't know. For some reason, I want to put. Did anybody else have any guesses? Oh shit, my mom texted me. Sales is not a bad one. Okay, so there's no S, no L. Sorry, hold on. My mom's texting me. I gotta answer this. You guys, let me know if you come up with anything. I'm keeping my eye on chat, but of course it's always like figuring out Christmas stuff too. I'm trying to think of what. Oh, you know what's funny? Something with ending with an R, but there's so many. That is true. That is true. All right, I figured that out. I need hydration. I need water. Water's a word. I'm gonna try water. I'm gonna try water first. Okay, last guess. All right. So the T has to be in the beginning. I thought I'd use T. So if there's no T in the beginning, or sorry, a T is the beginning. What the? That's such a weird like. I want to say tater, like tater top. I don't think that's a word. I don't think that's a word. Well, tater is a word. Oh shit, this could be a lot of things. Taker, taxer. So tater, taxer, taker. Ernest, that's 6 letters. I need 5. I honestly want to say taker. I think taker's a good one. Can we do it? Oh! Damn it. It's taper. Taper? Oh, no. Oh. Oh, that's annoying. I suck at this. It's okay, Ernest. We'll replay it almost every time. There's gonna be practice. If it's not ABC, it's too complicated for it. That's a good one, Ernest. That's a good one. I like that. Easy as ABC. I always wanted to get that as like a license plate. Maybe if I ever buy a nice car, it'll be. Actually, maybe I shouldn't say that. Oh, whatever. I don't care. Easy as ABC, but easy would be like the easy. How many letters can you fit on a license plate? How many spaces, or how many? I guess how many can you put on? Is it all 2 to 7? I guess it's 7. So like what? Something to do with ABCs. Yeah, I guess easy. Yeah, easy as ABC. That should be 7, right? Easy, ASABC. Yeah, easy as ABC. Perthish, Tesla. Dude, to be honest, I used to hate electric vehicles. But I've driven the BMW ones. Like I've driven the iX and I've driven the i4. Like if I look up iX BMW. This thing is ugly on the outside. Like I do not like the way this looks on the outside. But this car is nice. The inside is very simplistic, very minimal. Trying to want to think of the color that I had. Yeah, mine was just black. It wasn't the gold trim, but it's pretty straightforward. The steering wheel's a little wonky. Love that car, and they are absolutely freaking fast. I've driven the i4 M50. It's just a 4 Series, but it's all electric, and this thing goes 0 to 60 in like 3.2 seconds, something like that. So, I really love these cars. Very simple, simplistic, nothing too fancy. The screen is phenomenal. The screen goes all the way across. So it's very immersive. Yeah, Botox lips, yeah. Oh no, Johnny, not the vanity plates. Oh, come on, Ernest, you can't tell me that. It's a little cliche, yes, but it's not as cliche as getting a Tesla that says some stupid, you know, gas joke, like no gas, or like Tesla vanity plates. Like, come on, you have gas? That is so stupid. Buy Tesla, F oil. Oh god, it's so cringe. But come on, you can't tell me that easy as ABC would be pretty funny, because no one would know. Only the true people, the true OGs would know. Kick gas. Plug it. Like, oh, these are all cringe. 35K not. I don't know what that means. End oil. Progress. Love for Elon. Okay, that's kind of funny actually. But yeah, I think a non-cringy vanity plate is not terrible. BMW with the Botox lips. Yeah, but it's funny with those cars. There's no engines, so it's just all. It's just like there's nothing. It's just useless. All nice until you need to repair. Surprisingly, Ernest, like I've done research into electric cars, and the overall maintenance costs between like a Tesla and electric vehicle it's like day and night difference. Obviously there's other things like, you know, you have to pay for, you have to get more tires on electric cars, you go through more tires, but like over the course of a 10-year like ownership period, it's going to cost you way less to own a electric car. Now I know everyone always says about like the batteries and all that, but it's just like some batteries can be defective. That's why they come with like, I think it was like a 9 to 10 year warranty. But like it's just like you use you charge your phone. If you sit there and leave your phone charged all day, don't use it, yeah, your battery is gonna, you know, just destroy itself, or it's gonna last a year. But if you don't charge it all the way, you know, you use it often. Like my last phone, I never charged it to 100%. I always charged it to like 80%, and then I think it was like once or twice I left it plugged in all night. But I had that phone for 4 or 5 years, and I never ever, like, my battery health was still at 98%. Most people can't. Like right now, this phone, I already messed up with this phone. There's a couple times where I left it overcharging, like overnight, and then I can tell you what a battery life is. Yeah, right now it's sitting at about, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's sitting about like 95% capacity. Come on, is it good to zoom? There you go. Up top where my finger is. So, you know, I'm not doing the best on this phone right now, but from what I've seen and what I've heard, like they've done studies where they like driven Teslas for like 500,000 miles straight and never had any serious issues. But I know every car is different. You couldn't have, let's see. I am your voice moderation. Elon Musk was watching FIFA and guitar. I did hear about that, Mr. Rec. Unless you come up with a better battery tech, they are not. Johnny, electric cars have a few hundred CPU modules. They don't even repair them. They just change the whole thing, and it's not cheap. Well, yeah, I would say if it's out of warranty, yeah, it's probably going to be very expensive. But from what I've seen and what I've heard, like I went on like a deep dive once, and that I like went on a lot of forums, Reddits. Surprisingly, not too many people, especially with higher mileage cars, didn't really have that many issues. Especially like if you're driving a lot, that's another thing too. If you're driving a lot, like if you're putting a couple 100 miles a day on your car, I think electric might be the way to go. Because I think if you're gonna have CPU issues and all that stuff, I think that's more of, I guess, over time. I could be wrong, but I'm just basing on what I've seen and the experience that other people have. And I've heard very bad experiences too, like people getting absolutely screwed with, you know, Tesla trying to overcharge them to replace the battery. I've heard horror stories of that, but I've seen a lot less horror stories than I've seen people like not have any issues at all. So, and as well as like, I know Tesla has like right to repair and all that, but I know there's a shop out in Massachusetts, which is like a couple states away from me, that like can pretty much fix all of these issues for like a third of the price, if not. So will you just have a warranty for 20 years? Unless you can afford to change a car every 5 years, you are screwed. I think, well, not for 20 years, but I think I forgot. I think they go for. Hold on, let's look this up. Tesla battery pack warranty. I thought it was. Oh yeah. 8 years or 100,000 miles. Let's see. Oh, this is from Tesla themselves. All right, so the S and the X come with an 8-year, 125,000 mile. That's not that good. Model 3 with standard and mid-range battery, 8 years or 100,000. I feel like, yeah, I guess whatever comes first, with a minimum 70% retention of the battery capacity. Let's see, 8 years, 120 minimum. I'm just trying to read between the lines here. Yeah, I guess it looks like you're getting about 8 years, 120,000. Me personally, especially because I drive a decent amount, I could see myself hitting that 100K mile mark very fast. But it's almost like with BMW. Like if you're gonna drive a higher end BMW or Mercedes, never, I would say most people should never own those cars outside of warranty. I feel like it'd be the same thing with Tesla. And from what I've heard, like let's go to let's see. But the thing is, I think with a Tesla you can easily get 10 years out of it. From what I've seen. Tesla's a low quality car. It is. I will admit it is. But it's, you have the best charging network. You also have, there's a lot of, I think the overall, trying to think, like availability of parts are a lot more available compared to like off-brand electric cars from what I've heard. Anyway, they say openly that that they will price people from driving. Only elite will drive. Check EU ban on combustion engine includes. Yes, I've heard about that, Ernest. In the future, Teslas will be low-end car. Yeah, I think so. Lazar, where can I get that crystal ball? The other producers are already building better electric cars. Oh yeah, no, I agree 100%. Like the BMWs are already from a visuals and like a driving experience, and also quality of parts, so much better than Tesla. I will absolutely agree that the quality of the electric BMWs, and like I haven't driven anything else as the electric ones, are already way better than Teslas. But I think I think like the Tesla is going to become like the Honda of like electric cars. Because I feel like in my experience, I've also used to work for BMW. And like these cars were just coming in as I was like, as I was about to leave. So I kind of got like an idea of what they were working with. Some of the parts that are a little bit are beyond the basic needs are almost impossible to get, and they're stupidly expensive. As from what I've seen with Tesla, availability is a lot more available and prices aren't as crazy as some of the other cars. But I think electric is going to be a very luxurious thing. I think it eventually will become mainstream, but I think it's going to need a lot of work before it gets to that point. They usually have 5 years forward strategy, and I work in the field and I know what's happening under the hood. Yeah, I would agree, Lazar. Until a car will cost the same as a Ford T versus they are moving out of pricing people out. Yeah, I think they are, but I also think I think Tesla's trying to come. Isn't Tesla trying to come out with like a cheaper version of the Model 3? Yeah, I think I forgot how much the he's like trying to come out with a with a sticker starting price of 30,000. I don't know how like I've heard like he's been pushing it off, but from what I've heard, he's trying to make a more affordable version. And I know Chevy has a quote unquote affordable EV. But I don't like the way they look. Like it's the EUV. Yeah, I don't like the Bull EV. It looks stupid. The EUV is decent. That 0 to 60 time is garbage. I'm pretty sure my Subaru does just as fast as that. It's like a very mom car. I would never own this, but they're trying. Like Chevy's trying. I don't know if Toyota is doing anything electric that's like affordable. I know like Toyota's cars are a little bit more expensive. And it's not going to give you prices, are they? I will say, like from I guess a efficiency standpoint, I know the Prius was like top of the line back then. They're not as ugly as the older ones. Like the front is actually not bad. I would never own a Prius, but it's not bad. The car I really want is actually a Toyota. Where the hell is it? I want the GR Corolla. Where the hell is it? 902 California. Oh, maybe you can't do it yet. Where's the Oh, here's the GR Corolla. This thing looks mean. And it's a 6-speed manual. They only come in manuals. I think it's a cool car. Let's see. Oh god, I'm behind. Yeah, it's new technology. It costs a lot at the moment. Fuzz moment. Elon Musk declared his goal is to be Tesla be accessible to everyone. Old tech costs the same, nearly doubled versus earning in last decade, so that does not compute. Very cheap car, Hyundai. We will see, Ernest. That is just my opinion. The iconic, yep, I want a 2025 Chevy SUV. Those things are pretty cool. Lazar, I don't have a crystal ball either, very little, but what I do have hope people will find a way to push back. Yeah, Ernest, I'm almost on the same page as you. I just personally believe, like, how do I say this? I think most EVs are going to be pushed for luxurious purposes first before anyone comes out with like an affordable version. I think Elon's the only one being proactive with that. Maybe Chevy. But I think it's going to be a while before EVs are readily accessible to everyone. Because I think eventually if Tesla doesn't do it, someone is going to deviate from that. And if someone does deviate from that and their primary focus is to build a electric vehicle for the masses, they are going to absolutely take over. Or they're going to outperform anyone. Anyway, someone call Crypto to go short on LTC. I need lower low on it. LL means lower low, Lazar. Kind of going sideways. I haven't eaten all day, and Pratheesh, my stomach is starting to get to me. I need to get another case, man. A subscriber of the channel, I reached out and I talked to him for a little bit. He has a micro, I guess like a lunchbox build with a 30 series cards in it for all you nerds out there who are into computers. And that thing is literally tiny. And I want one now. Okay, TEDx, TA, BNB, please. Absolutely can do that. All right, so BNB is in an interesting spot. Oh, this is very interesting. So, you do have this ABC. This ABC is the primary setup for me, in my opinion. But you have a very, very nice sized A to a B to a C bullish setup here. And we are kind of teetering on that area as of now. So, to be honest, I would say not financial advice. I'm just some dumb kid on the internet, even though I'm not really that much of a... Well, technically, I'm still a kid. But I would say now is a good time to possibly take a position. If I were considering taking a position on BNB, I probably would do it about now. Just because, like I said, you have to be willing to play both sides of the coin. And at this point, in this time frame, in this perspective, based on what I see, there is a fantastic opportunity to play both sides of the coin here. Let's see. What is your... Okay, so yeah, my opinion on BNB is that it can go either way. You have a bullish position, which you're sitting at right now, as well as you do have a short position. But you can go either way, to be honest. Well done, Johnny. I managed maybe once or twice. It is hard, my friend. It is. Shiba has a good ABC. Pratheesh, come on. Come on. I guess I'll take a look. You know how I feel about Sheeb. Sheeb more like shite. What has the most price history? Alright, I really don't need it. For me personally, macro pivot of the A is gonna be that God, whatever that number is, 0.0000710. As well as you do have a decently sized one here on a 2 hour. My opinion, I probably would wait for that lower one since you're so close. But you do have that one at 0.0000817. So keep those in mind. God, my stomach is killing me. God, it does not like me right now. But yeah, those are the two main levels. I don't see anything short wise that's significant, so I would just take that with a grain of salt. Johnny got stuck. Yeah, 0.000. I went into what is it called? I went to developer mode. It's just like, a coin that has this many zeros. And coming off of... It almost got, like... It didn't even get close to a penny. That's so far away. I'd say Bitcoin has a better chance of hitting 1 million than Sheeb does getting to a penny. Musk Fuzz meme coin. Yep, that's all it is. Same thing with Doge. Doge, Doge is better than Sheeb. At least Doge has like the aspect of actually being a transaction coin. While on the subject, do you have any small cap projects that you're looking to pick up hoping for a moonshot? Nah, I really don't. I know someone, well, Kite brought this up. I don't know if I still have it on here. I forgot the name of it. Shit. I gotta figure it out. There's this one project that's on, I think you can actually buy it on Coinbase. Shit, I forgot the name of it. If anybody from Kite's channel, and if you know the coin he talks about where it's based off of algorithm trading, everyone creates their own bot, and basically whoever does that, whoever is the best algorithm or whoever creates the best trading strategy off of that, I forgot the name of the coin, but that coin is decent. I don't think that's really a moonshot coin. I gotta figure out. I don't remember the name of it. Shit, what was it? Maybe if I go back to my Coinbase transactions, maybe I can figure it out. Let me see. History. All right, here it is. Let's see. I was gonna say no. Let's just. I guess I can't view my overall. Damn it. If anyone can figure out the name of that. I know someone else might be here from Kite's group. I think it's like, ah, shit. It's like on the tip of my tongue. Let me look it up. No, there it is. Numeraire. NMR. That's what it is. I can't believe I figured that out. So apparently what this project is about is it's like a peer-to-peer website thing where people basically build algorithms to trade with. And basically it's like a competition, and whoever gets the best bot with the best results, they reward them, and they also give them a chance to use it on their platform. I forgot like exactly what it is. But from what I see, the concept's really cool. I bought some like around like somewhere around here, like the $38 region. I remember I sold pretty quick. But that wouldn't be a bad coin to scoop up. I don't know how good it will do. Like, let's say if it goes up to the all-time high from here. I don't think it's really a moonshot. Yes, a 7x, 700%. So, but that's probably the most, I guess, aggressive I would get. I don't see anything else. I really don't care for anything else. You can make a lot more money leverage trading than you can on any moonshot coin. It's like playing the lottery. Doge is better than Sheeb. I would agree, but Doge is still garbage. It's garbage because it's not like it's garbage because of what is expected of it. People think everyone back in the day thought you were gonna be a millionaire off a sheep. If you approach that, or not sheep, of Doge, if you approach Doge as in, hey, this is a great transaction coin to transfer peer-to-peer, I like how the network runs and all that, then I would say from that aspect, it's not a shit coin. But if you're viewing things just to make $1 million off of, or a moonshot, yeah, it's gonna be shit. Let's see. Any thoughts on Crow? I will take a look. What has the most price history? Huh. We know if anything else has more price history. I think OKX is. So this is what I'm working with. This put a fantastic. I want to say this is the A, this is the B, this is the C. with this being an ABC. That's probably my favorite. That's definitely my favorite setup from this, and it pretty much is doing a full retracement back to the lows. I do not see anything that's significant. Besides, I will say this: you do have an A to a B to a C. That, in my opinion, forms a wave. So, going off of that, I'm viewing this as an A to a B to a C. For me to even consider getting into a position on this coin, I would need to get it. I would need to see it get back above 0.0988 cents, and from there, I would, I would even still sprinkle just a little bit. Hold on. Something's going on outside of my room and it's pissing me off. Hold on, I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. All right, something was just outside being annoying and I didn't want you guys to hear it. So besides that, for Crow, I would say your best bet, I would not put any consideration to sprinkling until you get above that level. Maybe I would say if you put a full position here, which is like maybe less than 1% of your account, I would put a quarter position here. What happened? Swatted? No, I'm not swatted. My sister's dog is here and he started barking / playing with one of the toys. And so, sometimes what happens is his toy gets stuck behind the chair. And if no one gets it, he starts like crying / like barking. And I don't know if you guys were able to hear that, but it was loud enough for me to piss me off. So I went over there, make sure he was all right. And then I grabbed his toy, threw it, and he's fine now. But I could hear through the music, through the door. And so I don't know if it got picked up on the mic at all. Those girls in the basement managed to escape. Hey, they can leave whenever they want. They choose to stay. That's my thing. They choose to stay. I don't know why. The base was actually pretty nice. Macho, yep. They choose to stay, man. All right, we're going. Oh, okay. We hit the 2-hour mark. Cool. I don't know what else to do. Do you think is there anything you guys want to talk about? Anything you guys want me to look at? Like I said, sometimes, yesterday we had a pop and stream. Today's a little bit slower, which is fine, because like I said, there's not much going on since when I last streamed. So I don't expect every live stream to be, as engaging as the last one or the one before that. The one before that was phenomenal. Thursday's stream was absolutely probably the best stream I've had so far. You have girls in the no, it's just a joke for Thief. I do not. Do you ever put money in launching coins? Most are rug pulls, but some did well. No, it's not my thing, Ernest. Like, I used to like want to look for that stuff. I remember I actually made a good amount of money on a Ponzi once. It was, I forgot the name of it, but basically it was one of those things to where, like, if you, all you would do is, you know, put money in, and eventually, you know, you would average so and so much every day, and then after, like, you get a lock-in period of like 7 days, 2 weeks, a month. Obviously that you get more returns on the 30-day period, but what I would do is, I knew these were scams, so I would just start off with a low amount, choose like the weekly rate thing, and then basically just flip it every time. I was able to do it for 3 weeks, and on the third week, it's actually really funny. On the third week, I just stopped, and the week after, they rug pulled and took everyone's money. So I was able to walk away with I pretty much made like 3x my money in like a month, just by rolling it over into, I forgot what it was. I forgot the name of it. I don't remember this. It wasn't a popular one. It was like a smaller one. I saw it from another YouTuber, so I was like, screw it, I'll try it. I didn't know any better, but I knew I didn't want to keep my money in it long term. So I just basically just accumulated interest every day for like a week, and then rolled it over again. And then I said, I'm done. And my luck, I had good luck on, basically I had good luck on my shoulders, and was able to make money off of the last week before they rug pulled. Let's see. I made money on Filecoin scam pumps. I know File. I think I had Filecoin on. Actually, no, I think I took it off. Oh no, I did not. I had XTZ on there. Oh, XTZ is garbage. What do you think about staking? ADA seems to be legit in safe staking. I wouldn't be opposed to it. It's just the problem with that is that you have to lock in your coins. And I mean, if you're going to DCA and hold for a long term anyway, why not? I think most people are staking just for the sake of staking. That was a tongue twister almost. But if you're going to, like, for, let's say, like, you buy ETH, like if you, let's say you DCA'd ETH and let's say you staked your ETH, why not? Because eventually in the next couple years is going to be a bull run anyway. So especially if you're holding it long term, but if you're staking just to try to make money off staking, not a good idea. If you're putting money in that you're willing to lose on a coin and you decide to stake it while you're holding it, not a bad idea. I should probably do that at this point. What's the returns on, or like, what's the staking? All right, so 4 to 6% a year. Yeah, if you can, $100,000 AD will give investors a 30% return. Ugh, fuck that. 3 to 4%. Yeah, I mean, it's like, if you're gonna hold it long term, Ernest, why not? If you believe in it long term, if you're willing to hold it for extended period of time, absolutely, why not? But you shouldn't, like, I tell people not to stake just for the rates, because obviously you can get wiped out from bear markets, especially if you're trying to stake at the top. Sorry, okay, that's better. There's something like stuck in my bottom of my foot. Oh man, I want to take a nap for some reason. God damn. No, stick at the bottom until you sell at the top to compound some. Yeah, no, I would. Yeah, but the thing is, like, how could you time the bottom though? Like, you can stake at lower points, but you don't know where the bottom is going to be. It's kind of hard to calculate exactly where. Like that, this is crazy. Like ADA is at freaking 26 cents. It was $2. It was $3 at the peak. So if ADA could ever recover, let's see where it stands off of a local, off of like traditional support. Oh wow, there is nothing serious. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but from a support standpoint, there's nothing significant until it gets back down to like 7 cents, 7.5 cents. Not exact bottom, 90% from top or something close. Yeah, no, I would say that's a fair. Yeah, we're pretty much sitting at the 90% now. Yeah, there's nothing serious till 7. If we get it, if Cardano gets to 7 cents, I might buy a pretty decent bag, to be honest. How's KDA doing? Oh, my KDA. Oh, no. I bought it at like 87 cents. But it was just a sprinkle. Yeah, KDA's only got a decent sized ABC of like a 2 hour. So if we can get back below there, I probably, I mean, I already sprinkled, so I don't know if I'll sprinkle some more. I might just wait for. I honestly think this is gonna hold. If KDA doesn't hold, there's nothing holding it back till about 31 cents. If it gets back if it gets back down to that region, I will double my DCA amount. That's all I'm gonna say. I only bought $100 down here. I'll buy probably like $200-300 down here and get it. Imagine getting it back up to 28. Let's say 35 cents you buy it. So if you bought at 35 cents, sold at like, let's say you set the all-time high, $28, turn $200 into 16 grand. Ryan Crew would never allow KDA to fall that low. I can, yeah, I think that's possible, but Ryan also said that it would never get past like below like $1.50 or something like that. I remember when he never thought it would get back down to $1.50. Kite said way before this happened that, you know, if $4 failed to get to $1, and then Ryan was like, there's no way. I was like, okay. So they will sell kidneys to buy. How do you survive on 1 meal a day? Pratheesh, as long as you get your nutrients in for the day, timing does not matter. Like humans were built to survive off of, you know, long extended periods of time without eating. I'm not saying you should go out and not eat for 3 months, but like, you know, back in the hunter and gatherer days, you know, humans can last a week without food. So sometimes they would eat, and that's where you get the storage of fat, and fat is meant to basically be used as energy and allow your body to survive. It's not the, like I said, it's not the most optimal way, but I think that, you know, you can do it healthily to the point to where, as long as you get your nutrients in, you get enough food to put yourself in a calorie deficit. Because don't get me wrong, if you got a big stomach, or if you have a lot of experience with eating a lot of food, you can definitely sit there and eat a buffet or eat a pie and a half of pizza on your own, and you'll still get fat. But I feel like most normal human beings that, like, you know, for me, if I really wanted to, I can put down food. For me, like, you can get yourself a nice, decent plate. Make sure it's got nutrients, you know, nutrient dense foods. You know, try to get your meats in as well, and, you know, make up for it in vitamins, whatever you don't get for the day. And that's, you definitely do that in a more proper, healthier way. Like I said, timing and frequency does not matter when it comes to staying in shape. Well, if you're trying to be athletic, that's different. Athletes, I would argue that you need to eat more consistently. I don't think 6 times a day you have to eat, but I think you should be eating like 3 times a day if you're an athlete. But if you're not an athlete, if you're sitting there just, you know, just normal, you know, working a job, you don't go out and play any extracurricular activities or anything, I think that you can definitely just, you know, survive on 1 meal a day. My weight is 210 and about 5'6". Okay, yeah, that's pretty heavy for thieves, because I'm 5'10". I'm 5'10" at 240. I don't know what the conversion of that is. I think there's a 2.2, so I'm like 109 kilos. Right? Is that it? Kilos to pounds. Yeah, 108 kilos. I don't know how tall I am. And I guess centimeters. I'm like 5'10", 5'10 and a half. So let's say 5'10". My doctor always gives me a different one every time. Yeah, 70 inches. 177 millimeters. Or sorry, millimeters, centimeters, millimeters. I mean, this big. Yeah, so I'm 178 centimeters at 108 kilos. So I'm a hefty dude. And so are you, Pratheesh. Is that right? No, Pratheesh, 105 kilos is 230. 210. If you're 210 pounds, like standard, you would be 95 kilos. If you're, you could swing Dwarfish double as well. I see. I probably could, yeah. Like at my peak, like my top condition, I was like, I think the lowest weight I got was like 190 pounds, 185. Let's say 185. Like at peak shape, I'd be sitting around like 83 kilos, and I'd be, you know, I was a pretty decent size. So wait, is it 210 pounds or 105 kilos? Pratheesh. Because if it's 105 kilos, you're like at my weight, and I'm 4 inches taller than you. Oh yeah, that's no, yeah, dude, you gotta, I know it's gonna be tough, because I know like there's a lot of good food where you are, and I have the same issue, you gotta, and I know there's a lot of, you like to celebrate, there's a lot of different holidays you celebrate. I know there's a lot of food involved, but dude, you gotta do your best to like, just keep yourself busy, man. Eat one meal a day, don't drink anything else, drink water. I know people are gonna absolutely shit on me for this, but don't be afraid, okay, guys? I'm not saying don't do this all the time, but don't be afraid to drink like a can or two of diet soda. I know everyone's gonna rain on my parade, and everyone's gonna be like, "What the hell are you talking about?" But if you're consuming a very copious amounts of water, a can or two of diet soda is going to not only help you with your hunger, it's also not going to kill you as well. That's just my opinion. Well, there are studies I can show you to back up that the only, I did a study in college once where they compared the equivalents. Oh, mine is a beer belly. Okay, yeah, you gotta stop drinking, dude. You gotta stop drinking for these. But my thing, like, I had to do this up for like a research paper. There's a study out there. I don't remember the name of it. I'm sure if I look for it, I could find it. Better to have fruit tea if you struggle with just water. Yeah, no, absolutely, Ernest. Yeah, I say that as well too. But I think diet soda isn't the root of all evil, in my opinion. You could have a can or two a day and be fine, long as you're drinking copious amounts, or drinking a lot of water. I don't think, you should not be drinking. That's all you drink. Healthier than sweeteners. Yes, I agree. But some people just can't do it. Like for me, it's a lot easier to drink a can. It's easier for me to drink diet soda. It just helps better for some reason. I know some people say it's like it doesn't help with cravings and all that stuff, and the whole sugar balance thing. That's a bunch of BS too, because it doesn't mess with your insulin and all that, because your insulin sensitivity and insulin itself reacts off of glucose. Something that doesn't have any sugar or anything in it can't produce glucose. But going back to what I was saying before, was they did a study where they fed rats. I know rats aren't humans, but they fed rats the equivalent of like 12 liters of diet soda. Ask yourself a question: why pilots are banned from some sweeteners. Really? I did not know that. Well, it depends what kind of sweeteners. Is it because of like I mean, I don't know the answer to that question. Why pilots are banned from some sweeteners? I'm gonna pull this up here. Want to know which ones? Huh. Oh, there's a lot of information here. I just looked up. This is the first thing I saw. Hungry for change. I guess I'll have to put that on my list. This is interesting. Alright, so according to this guy is saying it's this bunch of pseudoscience. I'll have to look into this some more. Oh, geez. Someone really did the... Still like a negative rating, though. Let's see. Many pilots, particularly in the 80s, have spoken about their experience at adverse reactions to radiation sampling. All right, well, how... Both the U.S. flying safety and magazine. Let's see. Published articles warning about the many dangers of aspartame, including the cumulative... I can't pronounce that word. Effects of... What the hell is... Oh... Okay. That... Yeah, but isn't that because of the combination of the two, though? Wait. Everything including the effects of methanol and other reactions. So is it because of the methanol and the aspartame? That's an interesting thing I never heard of. I take only 2 meals a day. I take only 2 meals a day for the last 3 months, and my weight is consistent. But I drink beer during weekends to spoil my diet. Yeah, man, you gotta... How much beer do you drink, Pratish? Because, you know, obviously it's liquid calories, but if you're getting hammered every weekend... I have no idea. I mean, that's interesting. My only red flag is that these are from the 80s and 90s. And it looks like a lot of this stuff... Oh god, I don't know if I want to read this because this is a lot. I guess let's see. There are pilots particularly in that spoken about their experiences of adverse reactions or ingesting aspartame diet products. Let's see. Okay, so apparently they were saying that the aspartame caused some sort of experience blurred vision. But see, I've done studies on this, on aspartame, and that doesn't seem to be the case for most people. Okay, here it is, yeah. There it is. Each of these molecules are toxic in their own right. Would recommend that pilots and crews... All right, yeah. So I actually have heard this before. I forgot I saw this in a study, or I saw this in like I saw a study in response to this. This is exactly what you're talking about, Ernest. The part I just highlighted there. So apparently, what they're saying is. It consists of aspartic acid and methanol. Each of these molecules are toxic. Look out for adverse reactions. So, okay. Unfortunately, warnings once given but now have been forgotten. Yeah, so one of the things, apparently it exacerbates fatigue, which can cause blurry vision. Okay, I see where you're coming from, Ernest. I mean, this could be a valid thing. I'll have to look more into it. But from what I've seen and what I've seen in studies is that 6 to 8 pints. So it's like, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's good. That's going to add up. Why eat something that tastes that takes PhD in chemistry to make eat natural? I'm sorry to drag you in this rabbit hole. No worries, Ernest. I like talking about this stuff. But like, my thing is in certain, like, when you're making certain health choices and when you're dieting a certain way, every calorie counts. So obviously there's fruits. There's also like you use fruits to add to like help you out, and fruits are nutrient dense and are good for you. My thing is, I think it's okay to supplement a diet soda with that, because in my opinion, diet sodas are a little bit more flavorful compared to like a whatchamacallit, like a fruit tea, or in my opinion, I just like them more, and it comes down to preference as well as diet soda can mess you up if you drink too much. Just like you can overdose on Tylenol if you take too much of it. I think everything I think most things in moderation are okay. Okay, I won't even say most. I say a good amount of things that you are consuming in moderation are okay. Obviously, as long as you're not drinking bleach, that's fine. Anything that's edible. And for my thing is, like, I know everyone always says, like, you know, if it's why are these in drinks if they're so bad? My thing is, I kind of back that up as well, as like, if it's really so bad and the FDA has been approving diet sodas for the past, I don't know, 50, 60 years, if it was really that bad for people, they wouldn't be pushing it out to the public. That could be a whole nother conversation, but that's where I'm coming from, as well as they've done studies on different they've done studies on rats. I know rats are not human studies, but they've literally pumped rats full of like amount of soda that the equivalent of diet soda, the equivalent of, I think, like 12 to 18 2-liter bottles of. And no one in their right mind is drinking 18 2-liter bottles of diet soda. If they are, that's absolutely insane, and that's how you can get cancer and all the crazy stuff that comes from aspartame. But I think it's I think it could be a good alternative, especially if you struggle with drinking, like if you are addicted to soda and like heavier sugary drinks. For me, I can flip a switch. I'm not necessarily addicted to soda. I can drink water all day if I wanted to, if I decide not to drink soda ever again. Unfortunately, you know, I just choose. There's certain times where I will drink soda. Most of the times I don't drink soda though. Like, I love my Taco Bell, man. Oh, I absolutely love Taco Bell. Basically Taco Bell with the Baja Blast, Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Oh, it's off the charts. But I think as long as you're staying hydrated, if you're trying to keep a good diet, a diet soda is not going to harm you. It'll help you with your cravings. I think it'll help you more than some other options. Just my opinion, in my experience, because I've done this. I've lost a lot of weight in very moderate to, I wouldn't say fast, but moderate time spans. And I know how it's done. And for me, like, tools like that definitely do help. Trusting FDA, I'd rather trust FTX. See, like, it's I'm not a believer in big government, but I believe there has to be a baseline of some government interference. In my opinion, I think the less government, the better, but I think there needs to be some sort of regulations in certain things. Food, I think, is necessary. If you're going to be regulating, like, especially, like, there needs to be regulation when it comes to food products, stuff we eat, to make sure stuff doesn't kill us. That, I think, is a fair thing to have. Now, how much do I trust the FDA? I would trust them a lot more than some other organizations in the government, my opinion. To have the idea that the FDA doesn't care about you, the FDA just wants to make money, or, you know, they're making money off from, like, some crazy conspiracy that I've heard. I think that's a little bit ridiculous. I believe in some conspiracies. All right, Ernest, you opened this hole. You did this. I'd rather trust FTX. All right, that's a little bit more of a stretch. Greed Trading. Hey Johnny, how's it going? Good to see you, my friend. We're just Ernest is dragging me down into these conspiracy theories here. But that's just my opinion. I personally don't think that how do I say this? I don't like big government. I don't trust most of the government, but I don't think that, how do I say this? I think there should be a baseline in some instances, not all of them, in some instances, when it comes to making sure that the food we eat doesn't kill us. Kind of important. So that's just my opinion. I think the FDA would do a lot better than if, how do I say this? I think if the FDA was a private company, it would do a lot better. But obviously, if it's a private company, you can't sit there, and it would have to be enforced by a government body anyway, because the food would have to be regulated. So it's a slippery slope. I'm sorry, guys. It's supposed to be a crypto show. No, I mean, like, all the TAs out of the way. If you guys have made it this far, 2.5 hours, that's incredible. I really do appreciate you. Ernest is sharing his room with SPF. Jesus Christ. But here we're just hanging out. Like I said, we can talk about these things. Like, I think it's, you guys get to know me a little bit more, where I stand on certain things. So I don't mind talking about it. All the TAs out of the way. If anyone wants to come in and chime in and, you know, want to look at charts, we can do that as well. But yeah, that's my thing. I can go down that rabbit hole. Like I said, there's a lot of things. I don't lean a particular way. I would say I lean more right than left on most things, but I think the FDA is one of the things that I think should be around. What time is it? 3:40. Oh shit. Yeah, I gotta be somewhere in around 5, so I gotta start getting ready for that. I wish I did. Would have some nice home in Bahamas now. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I know a couple of you have been hanging out here for a while, but if you guys have made it this far, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate you. Hope to see you guys on the next one. We're gonna be here, in 2 days. Hopefully, when the week's starting, we can get more of a definitive answer what Price wants to do. I say that every stream, but maybe one day we'll get it right. Maybe one day we'll get it on stream. Well, I mean, obviously, since the last 2 days, there's been a clear direction, but hopefully we get a better answer here soon. But thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate you. Hope to see you guys on the next one. Until then, I'll see you on Tuesday. Be good, be safe. Until then, I'll catch you on the next one. I keep saying catch you on the next one every single time. I got to figure out other things to say besides that. But thank you, my friends. I do appreciate you. Bye-bye.